Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19, and today it is time for episode 34 of Season 4 of the Pro Career, and in today's episode we take on the Welsh potting machine, Mark Williams, for a potential spot in the semi-final of the European Masters. Now this is a tough draw, given that Mark Williams was in fact the victor of this event last year. He beat us in the semi-finals, so he did well here last year. We got beat by him in the semi-finals, as you can see on the matchup history. That was a best of 5. Today we're playing against him in a best of 7. And we've got pretty decent form against Mark Williams. He's beaten us 4 times out of, what's that, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So we've got a 7-4 lead against him. And the most previous of those, of course, was in the previous tournament in the semi-final when we beat him by 6 frames to 4. Beat him 5-2 in the Scottish Open quarter-final last year and we won the event. So we've actually got quite a good omen against Mark Williams. When we play him, we win events. We beat him in the Scottish Open semi-final in Season 1. We won that event. Obviously, we beat him in the Daffabet Masters final Season 2. So we won that event. We won the shootout after beating him in Season 2 semi-final. We won Season 3's Shanghai Masters after beating him in the semi-final. We also won the Scottish Open and China Championship after beating him. So it's fair to say, if you beat Mark Williams, you give yourself a good chance. But as I alluded to just, it's not the easiest match at all against Mark Williams. We've played well recently, there's no doubt about that. We had a good match on Wednesday against Stephen Maguire, which was a peculiar one to say the least. Really was. And I think Mark Williams will probably play a little bit better than Stephen Maguire did. It's fair to say that I wasn't really on my game either. So we'll try and improve that today. Give ourselves the best chance and see if we can get into our second successive semi-final on this tournament. And obviously, knock out the reigning champion.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Neil Robertson to break.
So if we do get to the next round, it does go to a best of 11, so we'd be doing that over 2 episodes. But seeing as this is just a best of 7, we'll play all the frames in today's episode. Hope you guys are doing well. I am recording this on the day it comes out, and the snooker's been really good this week. I've really enjoyed watching it. Both of these players out of the Daffabet Master, well, not the Daffabet Master, it's the Betfred Master, isn't it now? Both of these players out. I think there's a cheeky pot potentially we can go for here.
He fancies this red.
It's quite a tight angle, but let's see. Yep, it's there.
That's an excellent opening red.
Just push past the blue, that'll do. That's absolutely fine. We can play some topspin on the blue and try and get on the red on the bottom cushion. Just try and get this bang on. These ones on the cushion are so tight to get right.
No problem there.
We come off the side cushion and that's pretty much bang on. Maybe a few centimetres lower because it does give us a bit of an issue to get on the black. So here we go though here.
Into the right corner.
That's one of the problems.
Like that isn't what you'd expect from a player of his quality.
You can just tap that in, there's no problem, but equally we wanted to get good position on the black. And unfortunately, we've afforded Mark Williams the opportunity that maybe we could have had.
8.
It was just the pace which meant that one didn't go in. If we'd have played that nice and soft, it would have gone in, but equally, it would have been end of break. So it's the decisions you make sometimes, and playing positively sometimes comes back to bite you on the bum.
9, 16.
And Mark Williams is one of, I think, the only players on this game who genuinely, if you give him a chance, he'll take it.
17.
I'd say there's probably 5 or 6. Trump, Selby, this man here, Allen, Higgins, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Maybe Kyron Wilson, but I've not played against him too much. But those are really the players that do clear up, it seems, in one visit. The rest don't. Ding, possibly. And we've not got a very good record against Ding.
30.
But this man, I'd be very surprised if he didn't just take this chance
31.
and go in the frame from here, which shows, as I've just said, how lethal a mistake can be.
36.
It also makes the matches more exciting as well, I think, when... Well, not so necessarily more exciting, that might be the wrong word, but the matches are certainly better when there's better play involved.
37.
Admittedly, it was set up quite nicely for him, because he got a fairly straight shot on the red, which meant he could line up for the black quite nicely. and open up the reds, and he did rely on having a good split, but even so, this is a good break so far.
53. 59.
So 6 reds left on the table, 75 available. He's 53 ahead. Now make that 54 with 68 on. And with, 67 even. And with the blue, it'll be 59 ahead with 67 remaining.
65.
So one more red, and he wins the frame. And it's there.
66.
He's 60 points ahead. Now make that 66 with 59 on the table. And that red he's just potted, I would say, definitely finishes things off. Will we see a century in the opening frame? Apologies if you want to hear the commentary, by the way. But I always think when your opponent's at the table, you might as well speed it up a bit.
88.
Looks fairly probable to be a century. It's not going to be a full clearance, of course, because he did pot a red and a blue.
89.
Let's see how he goes about this, because if he does pot the blue from here, he can't play this very hard, or else he's not going to be on the red, but he might come round the side cushion possibly and look to pot this into the centre pocket. Let's see what he goes for. Yeah, he's trying to play that soft, but actually he's gone past it. He just about had the angle to bypass the red, and he's going to pot this into the centre pocket.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
Is this going to go? I hope it does. And it does. Excellent pot. So he just needs the blue, which is the ball you'd think he'd go for to get best position on the yellow. And he has.
100.
And great century break from Mark Williams in the opening frame. Just proves how good this man can be. We could definitely match him, though. I think if we'd have maybe potted the red and opened up the reds and had a similar split, we could have done the same. So, just a bit unlucky there. But an excellent opening frame from Mark Williams. A break of 127. And very quickly, he takes the lead.
Thank you. The second frame. Mark Williams to break.
Did go on a run last year, winning tournament after tournament. So, you know, he might be the best player on the tour at the moment. Given that you have to think that sometimes, well, all the time of course, but the big events do count for a lot more than the smaller events. So what I mean by that is that if the likes of Judd Trump win the World Championship, then that's going to count for a lot more, of course, than anything else. I'm just looking here. Is there a route through the black off 2 cushions to the bulk? It is a risky shot. I don't think we've got the angle to get round. I think we'll hit that red coming back up. I'm going to try it, though. We've overhit it, which isn't going to help. We'd have hit that red anyway, I think. It was a tricky safety to play. I don't think we've left too much.
Shot, but not what he was hoping for.
This wouldn't be an ideal start, though, if Mark Williams took this
Just
opportunity
wants to
and
sink this into the left corner pocket.
won the frame in one visit again.
1. 8.
It might be a repeat here because he looks in very good form. I don't know where the black's going to go because I think the red is directly on the black spot. It is, so that causes a little bit of an issue. He plays the green, though, and pots it well. He's a bit out of position here, though. But the red's there. He doesn't look like missing much.
Fabulous
He looks
effort.
in good potting form. His cue action looks good.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
13. 18.
That might be end of break, though. Unless he's going to play a double here. Which I think he had half an attempt at, but also played the safety along with that, of course. But it's not worked. I don't think it's worked, because we can see this red to the pocket. And this is a chance to get in here. And I guess stop the route and stop worrying that we might have a problem.
Very tricky shot coming up.
The red's there. But what's the position like? It's not great at all.
1.
So we either rely on a very good opportunistic shot or a good safety.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Tough this, because it's going right towards the corner pocket is the cue ball. If we take on the blue, let's just see where we end up. I don't think there'd be a route through for the red anyway. We've sort of got to end up here where my eye line is looking, which unfortunately I can't show you on the screen. But if we end up maybe here, for example, then it's blocked. We need to end up here, which you can't guarantee. Got to get the pot right first, and that is way off. Now, the one thing that makes things a lot easier here for Mark Williams is the fact that, of course, the blue's not there. So he can just play through for that red. And we're struggling a little bit at the start here. We haven't quite got our mojo yet, and if we're not careful, this could be over very quickly.
Eight. 14. 15. Mark Williams, 15.
And a break then. Fair to say, I'm sure we can play good enough safety this time to get us out of trouble. He says. I don't even think we got out of that. So there is one red that's come a bit loose. He's not going to take it on though. He's missed that. He's missed it altogether.
That's a foul on the blue.
Well, you don't see that one very often, do you?
Robertson, 5.
He's been asked to play again.
Force him to take that one again. He has hit it this time. But he has left a half chance. You know, we like potting these balls down the cushion.
Tricky pot along the cushion here.
Let's see what our looks like. Lovely. Good pot. What's the position like? It's not going to be great.
1.
It's right into the pocket, so I think we take the 7 points and run here.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
And we've missed that, have we? Well, you don't miss those very often.
Robertson, 1.
Goodness me, I don't know what's going on here. But based on this, we're going to struggle to get through.
That's an excellent shot.
Down hit the black, down hit the black. Oh, well. Nothing's going for us in the first 15 minutes here. Equally, there's a few chances we should have potted that we've missed.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
1.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Likes a good long pot.
4.
Does Mark?
This needs to be played at the right pace.
I can't see anything other than 2-0 the way it's going. We need to wake up, though. It's all confidence, I think. It really is. Mark played that blinding first break. You know, if we'd have potted that one red first off and got a clearance ourselves, we'd have been in a much better position. But seeing as Mark's potting balls for fun and we've not really had a chance yet, well, we have had a chance, but we've not got our arm going especially, we're having a bit of an issue.
20.
Still plenty of time to get back into this game, though.
26.
You have to say the next frame will be crucial, and he has won this frame now.
7. 33. 34. 40. 41. 45.
Don't quite know what the thinking was there.
Frame
But we'll
conceded.
concede the frame anyway.
Frame,
Mark Williams goes 2-0 up, and we've got a bit of work to do
Thank you.
here.
The third frame, Neil Robertson to break.
As I've said, we could be out of this fairly quickly if we don't book our ideas up.
Tough shot coming up.
So
He's
close.
missed the red.
He's
He's missed it.
That'll annoy him.
That's, well, it's certainly a half chance to say the least.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
This looks good to me. And it's there. This could be our chance
Opening red.
to get a frame on the board. But we're faced with this tricky red on the cushion again. It's almost like the same shot as the first frame, but to the opposite pocket.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion.
But we've potted it this time
Well,
and
an
played a
excellent
much
pot.
better positional shot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
And hopefully
9.
we can do something similar to what Mark did in frame number 1.
Robertson is looking rattled here. Worrying times for the Australian.
Neil Robertson 9.
I can't describe what's going on. I really can't. This is very uncharacteristic compared to how I've been playing recently.
1.
You'll probably not hear me speaking much because I'm a bit speechless, to be brutally honest.
Mark Williams 1.
I don't know what's going on with us today. I really don't.
He'll want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
Loose.
Huh.
He's ended up.
Well,
Foul.
you know it's not going for you when stuff like that happens. If you didn't see that, the red canned into the black and we potted the black. But it's an awkward safety here for Mark. He's touching ball, the little swine. Can't believe he's managed to get away with that. I honestly did think when we left that shot, you know, that he was just going to make a clearance and that'd be it.
Tempted by this red.
Oh, well. I don't know what's going...
No, not this
How can you lose that? How can you lose your sense of the aiming aim that quickly? The aiming aid, sorry. There's been no update to the game. It's been 2.5 days since I've played it.
Into the left corner
And
pocket.
we seem to be way off our marks.
What a top pot that was.
1.
I don't even play this bad in the qualifiers. Goodness me.
9.
Well, if he does make it 3-0 now, we've made a rod for our own back. But if he does make it 3-0 now, we've got an incredibly tough task to get back into this match. As you've seen, give him one chance and, generally speaking, he'll take it.
22. $23. 28.
Wonderful thing, hindsight, isn't it? Wonderful thing. I do wonder how this match would be going if we'd have
29.
potted that red in the first frame. It could have been very different. I just think that set the tone. Unfortunately.
36.
This is no gimme.
But even though we can't seem to get 2 balls potted in a row, Mark Williams hasn't been affected. It's not the classic I play badly and you do as well. He's not been phased at all by how badly we're playing.
41.
And as I say, I can't see anything other than 3-0.
$48.
Thank God this is a best of 7 or else we'd be out already.
49.
That's a beautiful shot. Really is. He's 53 ahead, another red, and he's 3-0 up in the space of, what, 20 odd minutes? A lot of work for us to do to go and win this match now. And I don't know why, but there's just something not going right. So just a safety from Mark Williams. I guess we could have played on for a few snookers, but again, you know, the way we're playing, there's no point. But this could be a chance. He's hit the balls quite thick there, and it's fair to say he's not got away with that at all. So I guess it wouldn't hurt us just to take some time. Try and get some points on the board and see what happens here. It's very much just go back to basics.
That is a quality opening red.
Focus on each ball, then the position.
1.
Because there's something not happening for us at the moment. And I can't put my finger on it.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
$4.
This is no gimme.
Beautiful pot.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
Oh, thank you, Neil.
5.
We've not played many of those today, I appreciate, but got to start somewhere.
$12.
And this looks 100 times better than what we did in the opening frames already.
13.
All you need is a chance sometimes. Now the Beatles say all you need is love, but I'm going to copyright all you need is a chance.
$18.
So here comes the classic cushion shot.
It's relatively easy.
See if we can get this one right this time. Off 1, off 2. It's not perfect, but this should be potable.
19.
That's a shocking shot. I really don't understand what happened there.
No, nor do I, but we get away with it. We wouldn't have been on the red anyway. So, as well as all you need is a chance, sometimes all you need is a slice of luck. And now the black's out of position, it makes it tougher and arguably less appealing to go for a half chance and try and start a break. But that is a chance that we've been left.
tricky shot here.
Wasn't a bad pot, that wasn't, was it? Be even better if we can get on the black, but I don't think we're going to have that sort of luck. Nope. Well, I've said this a few times in my Football Manager series.
Playing this with a lot of
Good
power.
players don't turn bad overnight.
That's a fabulous pot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
Hopefully the same goes for us here. To be brutally honest, I can't see how position looks good for us here. Where's the pot? Unless I'm being incredibly stupid. And there's a very much a half chance on this red to the middle, but miss that and we open just about everything. Bit of pressure on this shot, knowing that if it doesn't go well, it could be our last shot of the European Masters. But that's not bad. We'll take that.
Neil Robertson, 3.
Oh, we've not hit the reds there. And you watch this snuggling nicely behind the brown.
That was the risk.
Yeah,
Foul and miss.
unbelievable.
Mark
The first
Williams,
good shot we
4.
play all day, and actually it's because we
3
didn't hit the reds.
He's looking to escape from this snooker with the swerve shot.
And that could just be our last shot. That could just be our last shot. Just overhit that slightly.
It looks like he's left an opportunity here.
And if that is to be our last shot, really,
1.
all we can describe this as is just a complete off day.
Nine. 16.
I can't remember the last match we lost 2-0. It's been a long time, I would say. But looks like if Mark Williams plays in any sort of fashion that he has in the previous frames, he'll do it. And to be honest, he deserves it. He's played well. He's took most of the chances he's been given.
24.
It's just been... And again, as I've said, there's no need to go into it and start analysing it. It's just an off day for us. That being said, if we get another chance, hopefully we can get in the right mindset and try and take it, knowing that very much it is no miss snooker. But whether we will get that chance is all up to the Welshman now.
32. Mark Williams.
We are going to get another shot.
He's
And
taking
given
his
how
time.
poor our long pots have been today, I wouldn't put too much on this. But it's our only chance.
Oh,
But that's not a bad
wonderful
shot.
1.
And all of a sudden, we might be back in the frame. And win this frame, and, well, who knows.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Just about rattled in, did that.
6.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Down it goes.
7.
And if we can bring it back to 3-1, all of a sudden it starts to look not as bad as it did.
Good chance to get a foot in the door here.
It's
He's
not
left it a
ideal.
little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
14.
Not ideal at all.
Well, he's taking the red on.
Can't take that on, can we? Just all about getting the one ball that's seriously potable safe.
Neil Robertson, 14.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
And Mark Williams has hit the black here. And would you Adam and Eve it? Oh, I think he's got away with that. There is a chance on the cushion here.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
And it's there.
1.
The fact that pink and black are now out of play makes things a bit more awkward. But not impossible.
Pot's on, and he's going for it. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
6.
And if there ever was a time to start doing something in this match,
He's going for the left corner.
now would be that time.
No issues there.
What a wonderful pot.
7.
Oh, wants to hit the red there, really. Hit the black, though. However, if we just feathered off this red, should be no problem with keeping it safe.
Neil Robertson,
It's
30.
going to be a scrappy one, this. See if we can get across the line. Not maybe as scrappy as I thought, though. This red,
Tricky pot.
and there's a new favourite for the frame.
What a great pot.
That's great cue ball control.
I really didn't think we'd get another shot in this match.
1.
Really didn't, but alas we have. We have now got a chance to potentially get back into
Looking to pop
things.
this into the right corner. That's a beauty.
Not all over yet, though. We've still got to pot the colours.
Really good.
4.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
He can. It's a good pot. Maybe gone a bit long, but it's good to,
Wonderful pot.
good to be safe rather than sorry. All that matters is that the green's going to be fairly straight. Or as straight as you'd like, I suppose. Or as straight as we could manage.
He's playing for the right corner here.
And green and brown. And we get our first frame on the board, rather than it being a
Really impressive
4-0
viewing.
whitewash.
9.
So just this brown needed. Come on, Sense Pocket, be nice.
Just a brown ball now.
And it's dropped. So we've come back well in this frame. We do have potential twist in the tail.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
For
Excellent
all
viewing.
intents and purposes, I thought it was over. But clearly not. We've done well. We've come back into this. We've got that first frame on the
Pace
board.
is critical here.
And hopefully, that instills some confidence in us. And maybe we can make a game of this.
24.
And albeit not the flashiest clearance of 31 in the world, but you have to do what you have to do sometimes.
And the frame.
We get one back, and it's game on.
It's the frame.
Thank you, the 5th frame. Neil Robertson to break.
This is actually one of my problems, not being the opposing player in this, being the player who is one away, as you all well know. I struggle with this. If we are on the edge of winning a match and the opponent takes a frame, it just starts to irk me a bit. And for our sake, we're hoping the same happens to Willow.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
So, this pot into the right corner.
And we're in first, but that's just a bit too straight on the black, unfortunately,
Really nice
for us to
opening there.
really get on the reds. Yeah.
Would you believe it?
Would you Adam and Eve it?
8.
Didn't think that would happen, so that's fine. Play very thin safety and come back up to the ball cushion. It's more than safe there.
Great shot.
Neil Robertson, 8.
Mark Williams doesn't give much away. We know that. He is an aggressive player, but good safety player as well. You have to be. You have to be these days. Can't just be pot supreme and that's it.
The cue ball looks pretty safe here. Well, this is building up to be a really interesting test of their safety skills.
And where's this red going to be? Does the blue cover it? I don't think it does.
He's taking this red on.
Yeah, well, it's taking the red on. It's there.
Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come
What can he
much
do with this chance?
1, 8.
Just misjudged that safety slightly. Wants to probably play that with a lot more pace. So the red
9.
ball would come roughly back to the middle of the table and we'd be further up the ball, but and do that sort of nitpicking afterwards.
16.
Bit unfortunate there though. That is end of break.
Mark Williams, 16.
With a bit of side spin, we can get to this. Lovely pot. Lovely. We'll take that, and we're nice on the black now, actually.
1.
See if we can't do better than Williams at splitting these reds.
Playing this with plenty of power. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
It's a good split, but where are the reds going to end up? It's all well and good the red's been all over the table, but if you can't see one, well, you've got a problem. First red's always the trickiest, arguably, and we've got that. So let's see if we can take this chance and make it just a one frame deficit at 3-2.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a top shot. Well played.
He's playing very well here.
12.
A delicate touch required
Just
here.
a tap in this. Easily missed though, joking aside.
13.
Either for pace or angle.
It's
not much wrong with our aim in the last few shots though, is there? Has to be said.
This should be pretty straightforward.
26.
This looks pretty simple.
If the reds are there for you, it's just a case of having a nice fluent action. Getting into the balls and winning the frame. Obviously not being too quick that you make a mistake. But quick enough so you maintain that fluidity and don't start umming and ahhing about shots. And that's one of the worst things you can do, I think, sometimes. Might be worth playing the pink here just to avoid any risky mistakes. Or indeed the blue, which we'll go for.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on. No surprises there. Long pots are his speciality.
Overhit that slightly, but I think it's still okay. Not so much of an issue.
48. 49.
Just want to make sure we do clear the pink.
This should be straightforward.
Pop the red into the middle pocket. Which we do.
56.
And with that red, we just need the black. And we reduce the deficit by 1 again.
57.
And it's game on, but just to avert, make sure we don't make any stupid mistake, which again, as I said, is possible. We're going to play the blue.
He just needs the blue here.
And it's there.
Great shot.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
62.
Can't get to that to the middle pocket, unfortunately, but ho hum. I'll probably come back and try and play a
Shot pace
safety here,
can
so we're
determine
just going for
success
the
or
most
failure.
opportunistic shot possible on the red.
Well, it goes.
And it's
on
not
the
that
chance.
far off, you know. It's not that far off. He will come back and play safety here and try and get a snooker, but we just wanted to play the blue to make sure of it. Yes, the black would have been the better positional shot, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure of the pot. And if we'd have missed the black, I think the consequences would have been far more dire. Well, we might have him snookered on 2 of these 3. I think we have. Yep, so you can only play the one on the side cushion, unless he does indeed come off the cushion. Nope, just plays the one on the side cushion. No harm going for a bit of a shot to nothing here.
He's playing the pot here.
And a shot to nothing can only work out well for you, and I think that should be the frame.
1.
So, mini panic over. 55 points ahead with 53 on. 43, sorry, beg your pardon. Beg my pardon. I don't know. How does it go? Beg your pardon, beg my pardon. I'm not sure. Because I beg your pardon is quite a direct phrase, if you like, at somebody else.
5.
I don't know. Let's not get into a grammar lesson while we're here. Let's just play up to this black. I can't bother to try and pot it. At the end of the day, frame's over. Let's just get on with it.
Neil Robertson, 5.
And from 3-0 down and looking like we were going to lose this match, we are all of a sudden back into it. Got to win this frame though.
6th frame.
Set up a decider. So this cue ball got the legs. It's okay because the black covers the red. That's not a bad safety.
This is tough.
Oh, it doesn't cover it actually,
Really
and he's
close,
missed it.
but not quite close
He
enough.
went for it, but he's missed it. So, not the best shot from old Willow. And we've potted a red. We've left a few of these reds on the cushion now, which is a bit of a pain.
Long pot, right up his street.
No, I don't really think there is the angle to pot this red off the cushion. Let's have a look. It's certainly worth a butcher's. I think that's possible. Might be a stupid mistake, but sometimes it is good to go
No
for your
more
gut.
than half a chance here.
Looks good to me, and it keeps the break going.
That's absolutely.
I'll take that.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
7.
Any problem comes with going into the reds here. Let's play with some side spin. It doesn't do too much, but we'll try. We'll see how we go.
That's a great
Blue's there.
demonstration of his
We've
cue
tapped the
power.
reds, and to be fair, that's worked out a lot better than I'd have expected. It brings out one red, and that sometimes is all you need. All you need is a chance. All you need is a red. Goodness me. Be doing a whole Beatles catalogue next.
Thirteen.
It is interesting how better you can play sometimes in a split second when you know you've got to wake up. And you suddenly realise, oh, I could be out of this.
20.
It's not ideal on the
Nice
black, that
position on
isn't.
the black.
21.
I've got a decent position on another colour though, which is the blue ball, and we can continue the break if we pop this. Does rely on a good pot though, which I think we should have
He's an
sorted.
expert long potter, and he's taking this on. Brilliant long
Cracking
potter
shot.
distance. One of the
Brilliant
strengths.
recovery shot from there, because we did play
26.
too hard for the black.
I can't see any
A
problems.
few big shots here though. Just play the red soft, play through for the black, no cushions involved. And that's why we're pretty much dead on where we want to be. There's no uncertainty with that sort of shot if you play it at the right pace. Let's see how we end up with these reds.
That split is not bad at all. Great
It's a good split.
quality.
It's a very good split, and there's certainly a few balls on here.
34.
We don't really have to worry about those two on the cushion. We don't need those.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Beautiful.
Simply wonderful.
Let's go and set up a decider, shall we?
35.
Been a, well, excuse some of the shots maybe we played earlier, but you have to say, from the winning players in the first 5 frames, it's been a very good standard of snooker.
Cueing required here.
And those
What a
surely
great
are some of the best
demonstration
matches you
of
can ever
cueing.
watch.
40.
We saw it early on where Mark had a chance, frame number 1, and he made a clearance for, well, it wasn't a clearance as such, but a full clearance anyway, but it was a clearance of what was left on the table. It was a mighty one at that.
$47.
Misjudged this a little bit, I'll be honest. Need to just keep our wits about us here, make sure we do pot this. But it's okay, panic over.
48.
It is understandable to get a bit nervy at this point, when you know you can bring it back from a very precarious position to potentially winning the match. Got to keep your bottle.
56.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Very
reds left.
nicely done.
63.
So this red and the colour, and we go from half an hour ago saying, well, this is all over, isn't it? To going into a decider to see who goes into the semi-final.
64.
Just the black needed. What it's fair to say is a pretty good comeback to level pegging.
Black required.
And it's
No
there.
issues there.
That should be it.
Excellent
A
comeback.
real way for his opponent to win the
Now
frame
can we
now.
really make it count? Because in a decider,
71.
it's anyone's game. You know, we're the player with the momentum. My God, Mark Williams would be kicking himself if he went from reigning champion looking like he's going to knock us out in the space of half an hour and go back to
72.
the hotel or go for a game of golf or whatever Mark Williams likes to do.
He's lining this
Probably
one up
posts
to the middle pocket.
long tweets on Twitter with strange hashtags, I don't know, but
Nicely done.
it's turned into a bit more of a game, this.
78.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
And this is definitely our most domineering frame yet.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
Yeah, played it well.
84. 85.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Not quite, unfortunately. Wanted a bit more of a direct contact with the
91.
cushion with that red, but oh well. Unfortunate, but it doesn't matter because we've won the third frame. It's not quite a century.
Neil
Our
Robertson.
third frame on the bounce, sorry.
Frame
And we
conceded.
take this down to a
Frame,
decider.
Neil Robertson.
That's the frame in the bag.
Well, this is one of those matches, I think, that shows it's not over till it's over.
Opportunity.
And here we go, going into the final frame. Can't really think about this too much. I think it's just best to approach this the way we've approached the last 3 frames, knowing that, you know, if we lose the applied it's over. The same applied to the 4th frame, the 5th frame, the 6th frame, and still applies now. We can do all the hard work and try our best to bring it back, but we have to win this frame to be in the semi-final. We've got the first chance here.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
We've got the first red. Sometimes the only thing you ask for in a decider is to have a chance.
1.
I think we might just leave it at that 1 red, you know. For now. Try and play
He'll be playing for the
safe.
Snooker here.
Knowing what's at stake here, it'd be well advised to play a bit safer.
Well, he's got it.
And it's a good
Great
shot. We've got the snooker. We've done what we aim for.
Neil
Yes, not the
Robertson.
most
1.
fancy of snookers in the world, but we'll take it because it has opened up the reds and potentially given us a bit of a chance. Certainly a chance to take some points if it's not
Nicely
winning the frame in this
positioned
visit.
1.
Tough long pink, but I think we've got this covered. Well, if we haven't, it's fair to say Mark's the
Well, no surprise
favourite
here
for the
with
frame.
pot attempt.
Lovely shot.
Quality cueing there, really good.
7.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
Yeah, I agree.
8.
Blue it is, I think, here. Not quite convinced with that black and the position it would give us.
Pot's on, and he's going for it. Brilliant shot.
I think I've mentioned this a few times, but a lot of the time it's all about the percentages game.
This is very important.
What's the chance if you get in position with the blue? It's the safest ball to go for, particularly if you're straight on it.
13.
We've played that a little bit better this time. A lot better, actually. Need to consider, of course, the black won't be there this time, the next ball, so we need to get this position right. The question, I don't think we can see that one either, can we? Maybe not. Could see that one there, though, couldn't we? Yeah. Let's play this with some pace. Come off the cushion and see what happens. It's not too bad.
21.
It's not too bad. This is potable.
Gently does it.
And it should be there. It keeps our break going.
22.
Albeit things start to get a little bit more difficult now. So once again, I don't think it would be too ill-advised to play safe here. It's not going to be a snooker this time, but it's safe at least.
Neil Robertson, 22.
And once again, I don't know if we've got a chance actually. It's tricky to tell from that angle. Over the red, I think it does surpass the other one. Wouldn't like to just go for it by chance. If we aim for the cushion as such.
He's taking it on.
I think we get this. It's a bloody risky one to take on, but at this pace, if we nudge the cushion, you'd think it would go in. Moment of truth. Oh, no! Oh. Just a tad to the right.
Position.
Fortunately,
One.
Mark's position is terrible. So he's not going to just go and win this at a canter.
One.
Just need to compose ourselves after that shot, I think, because that was incredibly unlucky. I am very tempted, you know, really am, to take this on. And it might be stupid. But what did I say earlier? Sometimes you've got to go with your gut. And I think it's there if it drops, if it's got the pace.
One.
And it has. In these frames, it's just sometimes about getting there by hook or by crook. One pot at a time. Doesn't matter about producing a fancy break. And at the moment, we are ticking off the reds one by one. This is the little bleeder that set us off course earlier. That's that one got rid of. That little germ. Points total is going to be fairly low so far because, of course, we haven't took many colours.
No, not quite.
But that could just be fatal.
That won't provide
That could
any
be
sense.
fatal.
Neil Robertson.
Oh,
5.
wow. You don't expect to miss that, do you?
So, this pot into
We
the
usually
right
play
corner.
those very well.
Beautifully done.
Well, let's see what Mark Williams makes of this now, shall we? But if we go home and lose this match, it's fair to say we put a lot into this. I'd be pretty gutted to lose. And I said from whenever we were 3-0 down, it's very much no miss snooker. The pressure's on Williams, though, here. It really is. He's not playing...
Oh, that's a top quality shot
well,
for the rest. Not
attractive
easy at
snooker's
all.
not the right word. He's not playing fancy positional shots. He's just trying to chase the cue ball around the table.
17.
I think he's got this, but
22.
you don't know, do you?
Yes,
don't
he's
know.
taking the pot on.
Taking this on, you think he'd pot it, and it is there.
Impressive shot with the
And
rest.
things do start to get easier for Mark Williams now.
28.
No problems
Another
with
very
the
good
rest there.
pot.
Well played.
29.
I think he's done this. All from that one missed blue. Obviously, you can't see on a webcam, but I am smiling here, I am.
Doesn't want to ever hit this.
Because in normal circumstances, if we'd have played Mark Williams and lost 4-3, I'd have probably gone, we'll take it. But here, there's a certain charm to it, isn't there? That, you know, we were favourite to win this at some stage.
I'm not
And
sure
well, I
what
suppose
happened
we
there.
still can. It's not all over, but you would think it would be in a few shots' time.
Just the colours remaining.
39. 42.
Nice.
Does
That should effectively
only need the
limit
brown,
any
which he
ideas
has
the
got.
opponent may have of a comeback.
46.
and that is gutting, that is.
51.
We did very well. We came back into it.
Mark Williams.
Do we try and play a snooker from there? I don't think we can we? To hell with it. We might as well just play a opportunistic smash and grab and see what happens. Tell you what, this is on the cushion. It's not a bad shot. I really can't see us getting a snooker, but you know what? What's the harm of going for it? Really don't see the harm.
Great great shot. That's a really good safety.
Oh, we might pot it here. That's a problem, but no, actually, we're okay. Oh, dear. We might, actually, you know, we might as well go for this. There's no harm. There really isn't.
So he's looking to play safe again. This is fascinating.
Oh, this might be the last step. Mind you, still on the cushion. It's not a pot, but we're trying obviously to get this behind the black.
He's taking this on.
He's just taking it on. I don't blame him. If he pots this, it's all over. And he has. Well, fair dues to him. We went for it. I don't see the harm of doing that. We've put up a decent fight, I guess. But it is going to be Mark Williams who gets through to the next round. He beat us by 4 frames to 3. I rather enjoyed that, I have to say. It was a great fight back from us to make it a decider. But, yeah, you know, these things happen, don't they? You have to get to the winning line, whether you do it in the first 4 frames or the final one. And that's exactly what Mark Williams did. We didn't play in this event in Season 2, so we do add £11,000 to our ranking total, which will certainly help us out. Judd Trump wins the championship this year. We get the High Break Award. I can't remember what that was for. Might have been for one of the frames in the Maguire match. Not entirely sure. But £12,500, sorry, is what we gain as a result of that. And not too bad at all. Our best break being a 1-3-2. So, well, we'll be back on Monday for the start of the English Open. And the rankings look a bit like this at the moment. Feels like Sean Murphy's gone up a place or two, up to 12th. Nopan Saingam into 18th, I think. I feel like some of these have changed a little bit down here. Judd Trump and Mark Selby very close for 1 and 2. But we are gaining on Ronnie O'Sullivan. We're less than 100,000 behind him. And we've got our first Home Nations tournament now. First round is against Jack Jones. I'll probably show you guys probably the last 32, I would say. We might go for the last 16, but probably the last 32. But yeah, a bit of a shame that to lose against Mark Williams. But a cracking episode. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below as well for your thoughts, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. Thank you all for your company today, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.